Hi, thanks for coming. This is, I guess, another part of this discovery of levitation. And I just recently had a comment, somebody asking for a demonstration. So I guess he didn't really understand very well. But let me tell you what I've discovered so far. When you read Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, it talks about the doing samyana on the Vishuddhi chakra, or more correctly, the prana that resides in that area. And so when you go look up the what is with the Vishuddhi chakra, there's a couple of things that it talks about. The bija mantra for Vishuddhi is hum, and the activating mantra for that chakra is Om Janaha. Janaha means knowledge. And there's a direct correlation between the Vishuddhi chakra and language. Now, people may know that every chakra has petals, but less common is the fact that there is parts of the language of Sanskrit on each petal. And the 16 petals that are associated with the Vishuddhi chakra are all vowels, all the vowels in Sanskrit. And one of the things that I did in order to test out what this is that because levitation is associated with the circulation in prana to create an anti-gravity effect, or more closely, to nullify the effect of gravity. What I did is that I did copy the vowels, and I decided to do them in a circular fashion to see what effect that would have. And so I enlarged let me see if you can see it. Yeah, I'm looking over to the side, and this is the Vishuddhi chakra with the sound of the vowels. Okay, so I've been doing it about 4 days now, and some interesting things about this is, when I first did it the very first day, I only did it one time because I got dizzy. So that was a surprise for me. And so I decided to wait and do it another days. But what was surprising to me is my wife, Wendy, who in a past life was able to levitate, wanted to do it as well. So just to say the vowels, let me just say them quickly. Im, ring, 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 luring, im, I'm, and see there, I'm getting I'm having that rush of energy. The thing about the energy is I'm able to stand it a little bit better. First of all, because I've been doing it every day. But this is, so one of the things that I would suggest if you want a demonstration of this, as somebody said they want, is actually copy the vowels and sit and do them. Now I would say sit because you may have the same rushing feeling. Okay, so here's what I think is going on. Okay, so I'm going to practice some more. Okay. Is that if I can say the mantras fast enough, that rushing feeling will turn into an anti-gravity effect. Now, when I did it the first day, I went over to a scale, medical scale, weighed myself, and I, as nearly as I can tell, okay, there was a weight change about a quarter of a pound to an eighth of a pound. Okay, two things. Every scale's got a little bit of error built into it. I think the movement was more than the amount of error that the scale had. Of course, I would have to do it again and see. I'm just waiting to see again. The interesting thing for me was the scale. I weighed it 3 times. That's why I don't know if it was a quarter or an eighth of a pound, is because it was right about there. The thing to realize is that and I weighed myself 3 times to start. Okay, so if you average out all the 3 weights and get the average, consistently the weight was less. Okay, so I think it was outside the margin of error. So I'm thinking that some of you may want to try this and weigh yourselves and see if you can have that same effect and could have that same swirling feeling. And the swirling feeling, I'm not going to tell you which way it was, because if you write back and say it was, I'm going to be very interested in which direction you say it is. So that way I can tell if something is consistent. Anyway, this is levitation part 2. We'll see what part 3 is. Thank you.